Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see this time we are going to check fresh release from Belkits. It is molded in 1/24 scale, and it's not written here, but it copies Ford Fiesta WRC 2017. This time it's a version of the Tour de Corse 2017, and it copies the team of Odd Tanak and Martin Yerevoya. And as you can see, also night parts are included, photo edge parts are also included here, so it will be quite an interesting build in popular scale, I would say. This is a new format of the video review, so we will be doing the zoom sessions as in the previous reviews, recent reviews. So now we are going to check it closer. This is a commercial sample, so it means you will get exactly the same kit if you order it from any good model shop or directly from Belkits. Here on the side you can see some information about the kit. Let's try to focus it like this. Now we should be able to see it. As you can see, this is a completely, let's say, untouched kit. It is still wrapped, and now I'm going to cut through this plastic wrap, and in order to open it in front of your eyes and show what is hidden inside. Okay, we throw it away. So here again we have the kit. Here you can see comparison with my hand. It's not that big box, I would say typical size for the Belkits. Now let's open it. Okay, we put this here. So here is what we have inside. As you can see, there are a lot of sprues. Every sprue is packed into the separate sealed plastic bag. And here of course we have the car body, but we will check it a bit later. We will start with all plastic. So let's put it here, and we start with this plastic sprue. Here obviously we have chrome parts, so as I said, these are sealed plastic bags, so I'm going to use my magic scissors in order to open it. Okay, and now let's open this one. So here we have these parts. Let's zoom in, now we should be able to see it. As you can see, really nice chrome parts, and now we are going to do a slow zoom session. Okay, so that was the first chrome sprue, and now we go on with vinyl parts. Vinyl parts are also packed into the separate plastic bag, so again we use our magic tool in order to open it. Just give me a second. Okay, so let's remove it, and here we are. So first of all we have this, let's say, vinyl sprue with mud guards. Again, I will give it actually, let's just show it like this, because it's just the vinyl parts. The more important thing, in my opinion, is vinyl tire. So vinyl tire will deserve a zoom session. So let's do the zoom session for the vinyl tire. As you can see, these are typical vinyl parts, no surprise in this, and I mean, hate it or love it, but we have it in the kit, so you will have to deal with it. Next we have metal parts, and if you saw the previous Fiesta kit review, you understand what those parts will be used for. They are used for the aerodynamic elements on the car, because it is really difficult to copy them with plastic, but here you have them pre-shaped, so it will be easier, I would say. So we also have this nice textile belt, let's say, which will be used for various purposes. I think the spare wheel is fixed with it. Then we have mask sheet. which is also quite useful because otherwise you would have to do with your own hands all this stuff. And as I said, all those metal parts and also some chrome stickers here, which are really handy for super detailing your vehicle. Next we have another portion of chrome stickers. Let's open them. I'm not sure what those will be used for. We have to check the assembly manual, but give me a second. Okay. Let's remove them. So those are typical chrome stickers. Here you can see them. Let's refocus the camera. Now we should be able to see them. They're almost mirror-like, so you can see a lot of stuff with them. But we are going to move to the next component. Here it is. This is a P thread, and as you can see, it is finished in, I would say, quite unusual silver color, because usually we are used to see the golden unpainted P threads, but here we have it finished in silver color. So let's put them out. This one will be used for super detailing your Ford Fiesta. So as you can see, we have here various parts for example, here brakes, meshes, also some parts for the seat belts even, and some external elements as well. All those tiny parts, they will require usage of tweezers, so be ready and have this tool in your, let's say, arsenal, because otherwise it will be a bit tricky to apply all those parts in place. Now I'm going to open the first plastic sprue, I would say first white plastic sprue, and here, here we have the car body parts. So first of all we have the bottom part, we also have the cockpit top, let's say, and also we have the driver's seat. Now let's zoom in and do the zoom session, so just give me a second. Okay. Okay, so that was the zoom session for this plastic sprue, and we continue with the next one. Next one is a clear plastic sprue, so just give me a second to open it. Okay, we cut through it. Blah, blah, blah. That's why I love reusable plastic bags, because they're also handy in our hobby. Not only for the reviews, but also for our hobby, because you can store parts securely in them after opening them. So here you can see the clear sprue. As you remember, masks are included here, so there will be no problem with masking all those clear areas. And molding quality is absolutely excellent. I don't have any complaints about those parts. So we are going to do the zoom session once again, so that you can check all those parts in detail. Okay, let's go. So that was the zoom session for clear sprue, and as I said in the previous review, I still have an idea of building this vehicle, let's say, in open road version. That's a race car for sure, but it will be interesting to do the not the, let's say, rally marking, but to do the street marking with some interesting painting, color, car body color, and also with some interesting stickers or vinyls. That will be absolutely different from what you would expect from this build. Okay, here we have another plastic sprue. As you can see, this one obviously is more concerned with internal elements. Here, for example, you can see the door cards. We also have some, for example, here the wing, the rear wing, and here we have the front grille. Now let's zoom in and do the zoom session. Okay. So overall molding quality looks really great. I don't see any possible problems with those parts. Maybe they will require careful installation, because here, for example, on this sprue you can see that they're really thin, but it was done not because of the molding quality, it was done in order to have the car as close to the real prototype as it is possible. So that's why you will have to deal with it somehow. And nobody said that it will be a beginner's build, I would say, so that's why there is no surprise. On this sprue we have 4 wheel rims, we also have some suspension parts, we have the brake discs molded together with those calipers here, as you can see. We have the suspension arms here and here, we have the transmission parts, engine block. Even though there is not an opening bonnet, it is molded shut, so you won't be able to display it. Still, there is a lower part of the engine. So now let's zoom in and do the zoom session. Okay, and meanwhile, while we are opening the next plastic sprue, let me remind you that you can support us financially. It is quite easy because it's done via PayPal, and you can find the button for this on our website. It's quite small, but it's easy to notice. On the right panel, it's written donate. And your donations actually helped us get this quite special tripod. So if you would like us to have even better photo and video quality, you can choose the amount you would like to send us, and be sure all this money will be used for new photo and video equipment. And now, as you know, we are getting money for new live stream device. So all those reviews which you are watching now, they will be streamed live, and you will be able to comment them straight away, let's say. Here we have last white plastic sprue, and you can notice these large sections of the roll cage. We also have some interior parts. For example, here you can see fire extinguisher, pedals, also steering wheel obviously. This is a dashboard, and all other minor elements which will be used for fine detailing. And it is quite amazing that we don't have any interior parts, but still we get, nothing for the engine, but we get the interior for this model. Maybe because it will be visible through clear parts. Okay, let's do the zoom session. So as I said before, this is the last white plastic sprue, and the only thing left in the box made out of plastic is hidden in this white box. So let's open it. Here you can see the car body. This is a late generation of the Ford Fiesta, and as you can see, car body is packed into the sealed plastic bag as well. So just give me a second, I'll open it. And we would zoom in to this car part. So here it is. Let's zoom in and do the zoom session. So this marks the last white plastic part, and next we have also large decals sheet. So just give me a second. Here it is. It won't even fit into the frame, but I'm going to open it and show you what we have here, because it is quite interesting how Belkits design decals. We have here a lot of useful things which are usually not included into other manufacturer kits, and it's really cool to see them featured out of the box. Okay, so first of all, and the most important thing is that, as far as I saw, where I saw it here, it is printed in cartograph. So printing quality is really great, and you shouldn't be worried about any possible problems here. The next thing is that we have full, let's say, marking option printed in form of those decals, and note that there are somewhat matte looking decals. I will try to focus the camera on it so that you can see. You see, they don't play on the light, while other decals somewhat glossy. Those ones, the camouflage, let's say, or marking decals, they're completely matte. So it's a really interesting feature. Next one, we have also the writings for the tires. They're molded as decals. Maybe it will be a bit tricky to apply them, but they will look good on the finished vehicle. We also have some interior decals. We also have decals for the seats and also for the seat belts. So it's really comprehensive set of decals, and I would do the zoom session for those decals because it deserves such attention. Okay, let's go. Okay, so that was a decals sheet. And next we have assembly manual. Assembly manual is printed in form of this brochure. Here we don't have any short history note on the first page. Straight away we have some caution notes and also colors chart for choosing the right number of the paint. Here we have the assembly process. As you can see, it is shown with help of the 3D images, and in black and white it's somewhat confusing, so you have to look thoroughly into it in order to understand what you have to do, but it's not as difficult to understand as it might seem to be, so no worries. And as you can see here, we start with lower plate, we attach all the suspension parts and other minor elements. Then we continue with engine protection as far as I can understand, and also rear splitter. Here suddenly we start working on the driver and also the second pilot seat, let's say. Here we work on the spare wheel, and as you can see it will be fixed with these textile belts. Next we have all the minor elements installed on the internal plate. Then here we install the seats and also work on the steering column, steering wheel, and also these gearbox pedals. Next one is a dashboard installation and the roll cage. Here you can see that you will be gluing all those textile parts for the seat belts. Next one we have installation of the roll cage, and then we install all this stuff onto the lower plate which was assembled in the beginning. Next one, don't forget to drill holes in the car body. As you can see, you have to drill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. But note that for Tanak you have to drill holes here. For Gear you have to do drill holes here. And here you have to drill only for the night race. So be sure to choose the right configuration for your build. Here we continue with clear parts. As you can see, this chrome thermal protection sticker on the side windows from the inside will have to be added on the clear parts. Next we continue with car body. As you can see, it is also assembled out of really impressive amount of parts. Then we continue with frontal section. Here we install the front grille, and also note that use these pieces for daylight driving. When using the night race parts, these pieces are not required, so be sure to keep check of it. Here we have parts for the night version. As you remember, now cars don't have these huge lights on the bonnet, they have these thin strips which are quite bright, I would say. Next we have rear wing installation and also tail lights and various aerodynamic elements. Here we install the car body on the chassis. We'll also install the side skirts, and then you have the vehicle ready. So it will be quite, I would say, comprehensive process, so be ready for this. This is definitely not a weekend project, I would say. Here we have the marking guide, which is printed in color, and it's really nice. And on the last page we have just a white page. So that's quite detailed kit of the car, and I would say it can rival with any possible alternative on the market, even though there are not that many rally cars in 1/24 scale. And of course I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.